Welcome to the Goodvibez podcast with your hosts Shadex, Ramen, and Kang.
Hey, hello, welcome to the Goodvibez podcast, the only podcast tigers can be on. My name is Ramen. Join with me as always. It's the King of Green himself, Shadex. And joining Shadex, it's the man, the myth, the legend. Some say moms be kneeling. Anyway, it's the homie, Kang.
Good evening.
And we have our awesome podcast mod, Zach, who will pretty much make sure everything, who will mod the podcast and make sure we don't get any facts wrong. Say what's up, Zach.
Top of the morning to you, laddies. My name is Zacksepticeye. Welcome.
And we have our amazing podcast guest, and I'm gonna do this introduction right. Okay, so we have the person that will make you laugh, the sassiest tiger ever. We have Arteice.
Hello. Hi, Zach. Hi, Kang. Hi, Ramen. Hi, Shade. Hi, Kang.
Now I'm in my head. Was that introduction good or not?
It was good. You did good, man.
Okay, because every time I do this introduction, I have to make sure to make a joke every time I do the podcast. How's everybody doing? Question, like, everybody doing okay? We just got out of prep work and we were chilling out.
I'm super. How are you? I'm fine. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm doing good. I mean, doing legend as always. Okay. Yes, I'm doing lethal as always.
Shade, you good, man?
Yeah, I'm playing Animal Crossing. I'm getting off now. I'm leaving.
We're doing a podcast. Shade. Get off your Nintendo Switch. We're playing.
So, today we have some questions for our amazing guest Arteice. And we have Vibes Vice, where the host will give some advice for the viewer, and we have our two topics. So, let's go to our first question. You ready, Arteice?
Yes.
Okay, Arteice. What was your most ambitious video of your year, or just an ambitious video you plan on making?
I'm gonna answer the former. My most ambitious video up to date has to be the video I did on Black Dynamite, titled "Why Black Dynamite is a Hidden Gem" retrospective, which is essentially a giant look at all things Black Dynamite, from the origins of the movie to mainly it's focusing on the cartoon animated series, because apparently mofos love talking and praising the Boondocks, which, yeah, I get it. It's a good show, and it has also good commentary. But we act like Black Dynamite didn't do it too, but also kind of better, set in the 70s, and was just so much funnier and so ridiculous that it was stupid but smart, and smart stupid. So I spent about a month and a half scripting, editing, so much editing, that video, and working with my lovely collaborators, Man of 1,000 Thoughts, D-Dubs from Review Your Life, and Kang, who helped me with the video and talking about the characters of Black Dynamite, Cream Corn, Honeybee, and Bullhorn. Because I wanted to give that show the love and respect it deserves, because no one talks about it. And if it wasn't for my passion for the show and the characters, that video would literally not have been made.
That video, Arteice, was by far so well edited, and everybody came to it. Was such a great collaboration. Now I haven't seen Black Dynamite, but I only know about it because of your video, and I loved every moment. I also like the fact that Kang was there. It was hilarious. Everything was so perfect in that video. How did you go about scripting something like that? This is like an off the bat question. Like what was your thought process?
So for me, I don't really review shows and stuff. What I usually like to do is just like talk about why this representation of an identity deserves better in the media, specifically in animation, or topical videos about, hey, here's this, or like here's this episode from like when I started doing like episodes from Close Enough, like Bridget's addiction in her recovery through addiction mirrors the actual steps of addiction and like how that relates back to me, and just like topical videos like that on specific episodes and specific lessons. So I didn't know how to approach reviewing an entire series, so I just like watched other people's reviews on stuff and just try to gain an idea of how I want to do it, because there is no right or wrong way to do something on YouTube, honestly, so long as it's like legal. But in terms of just reviewing content that you love and you're passionate about, you do it however. So I always start like my scripts with like a skeleton format of just like bullet points of what I want to talk about broadly and anything specifics. And what I did was rewatch Black Dynamite, took notes on every episode I watched, some of which I had to like take twice as long as watching because to take more thorough notes, just for key points of what I want to bring back into clips I want to use for later. And scavenging and just scripting all that out. Now, the hardest part was just, oh my gosh, the hardest part was doing the audio recording, because I wanted to make sure my audio was as good as possible for this video, and I knew it was going to be long, because that script was about 14 pages. And like, yeah, voicing audio, that's about 2 minutes a page. And it was really hot in my bedroom the night I was recording it, and I only had like, I was working on it week by week of editing everything. So I had to record under my blanket to make sure to catch any echoes. It was really hot, and I had to take breaks in between sections. So I just recorded it by section of like talking about the history of Black Dynamite, what it is, what happened to it, and like movie. And Kang was so helpful with like information about the comics, because I didn't know there were comics.
Happy to help.
Oh, I didn't even know either. Oh my god, wow. Kang.
And like the timeline for Black Dynamite is just really weird when you think about it. Like because the movie came out first, and then they made comics, and then the animated series followed suit. But timeline wise, it makes more sense if you look at the comics at a prequel, and then you have the movie. Think of the movie as the ending because of what happened at the end of the movie, and like the cartoon series kind of somewhere in between.
Knowing what went into like the entire process of like you struggle like voice recording, I appreciate the video so much more. Like knowing the entire like what you went through, it is the video came out so well. Knowing the journey, it makes the video that much more sweeter to watch. I love that.
I love. Thank you so much. I love that video so much. Because I think about how long it took me to make everything. Because week by week I was working on something. Editing audio is like my least favorite thing to do. Part of this whole YouTube thing. So like imagine editing 40 minutes worth of audio, and had to take out all the flubs, all the breaths. That took me an entire week to do. But like, love this series, and I want people to know about it and talk about it, because no one really made a decisive history of it. And honestly, I think what I'm really most proud of is like the storyteller, whose whole channel is Boondocks-esque and talks about the Boondocks. Was also like, he left a comment like he also liked the video, and like how this is like one of the first times people talked about Black Dynamite without comparing it to the Boondocks. And I'm like, yes, because that's the problem. People compare it, and they're not really that comparable.
Man, I hate it when people do that. Like, bruh, you don't just enjoy something individually. It just so happens to have 2 black leads or black-led shows. I don't see y'all niggas comparing Afro Samurai to Boondocks and shit. Man, that's a whole other story. But nah, fire video.
Is Black Dynamite is it still on Toonami, or like where did you like
Black Dynamite? You can stream Black Dynamite on HBO Max.
Okay.
It is the movie and the animated series, Both 2 seasons are on HBO Max. HBO Max, I gave your ass like 40 minutes worth of free advertising for a show you don't serve up enough, and Carl Jones is still talking about his beloved child.
Oh man, yo,
it'd be like that.
HBO, you treat Black Dynamite. Come on, at least put the show on the front page. Like, please, give some respect. We didn't
like Adult Swim.
Oh, Adult Swim. Yeah,
bro, Adult Swim literally be airing that show like late at night too. It'd be like 3 in the morning till like 4, and then it's like, oh hey, what's a one-off show we could just air? It's like Black Dynamite. Like I bet filler. There we go.
Wasn't there a trailer for a second Black Dynamite movie?
Not exactly. So I just want to chime in real quick.
From what I heard I did some research, and it seemed that no, there was a different movie the creator did.
Yeah.
Which was about a black cowboy.
Exactly. That's what's his name? Charlie Black or something like that.
I think there was there was a trailer, like a proof of concept or something for Black Dynamite too. Or it was just a little skit. Like,
it's a possibility, but we just got that Charlie Black movie, and that's not even out. You know, it was supposed to come out in 2018. I don't know what happened with that, so it is what it is, fam.
If TV shows being made into video games, you would think Arteice, if they were gonna make a video game of Black Dynamite, how would you want it to be played? Like, how would you like?
Oh, it would have to be a beat 'em up, because guys, Black Dynamite is stupidly OP. He's like, he's not even plot armor. He is the plot armor. He's like stupid OP. It'd have to be like a Street Fighter style beat 'em up where he walks around the black community, because that's basically the show. He goes around the black community, keeping it safe and making sure everyone's all good and stuff.
Yes, bro, I would play that. I'd buy that because, I've been indulging in beat 'em up games lately, so, Black Dynamite would be perfect for that, son.
I think the style of Bayonetta would fit the game. But yeah, that's just me.
The man's throwing multiple kicks at the honkies. This is like, swoosh.
2 is being worked on, along with the Outlaw. Wait.
Okay.
Outlaw Johnny Black.
Along with Johnny Black, which is in post-production.
Let's move on to our second question, Arteice. Now, this one's for all the bananas. I'm not joking. I don't know why I said it like that. Which YouTuber had the biggest influence on you when you were first starting out on the platform?
Okay, I don't want to be that person and be like, no one inspired me. I inspired myself. You want something done right, you do it your damn self. But it was
cap.
I mean, me, I'm the kind of person who, I don't like filler. I don't like fluff. And I understand some YouTubers have to like stretch out the time to meet certain things and requirements and fill quotas. I get that. I understand that. But for me, I make the kind of content I want to see. Just get to the point. You captured my eye with the thumbnail. I'm curious from the title. I clicked. I'm here. I sat through an ad. Maybe, maybe not. Just cut the BS. No intro. Just get to it, because that's how all my videos are. And I stand by that method, because I am not here to waste people's time. Like, even when I did like way long ago, actually last year, when I started like playing around with YouTube and stuff and just figuring out how to edit, I decided like, I'll do like a reaction video to like Jaden Animation's like Nuzlocke run through Platinum. And I deliberately, yes, I recorded the entire reaction to the video, but I'm not going to post the full video length reaction, because I'm not reacting to it the entire time. I'm not going to prepackage someone else's content and resell it as like some sort of cheap knockoff, which is what I hate about most reactionary channels, where you are not I cut out all the parts where I don't have a reaction, because like, the point, this is a reaction video, yeah? You're supposed to see my reaction. If I'm not reacting for like a solid 5 minutes, that's a waste of your time, that's a waste of my time. And I've even had like someone in the comments who asked me like, I thought this was supposed to be a reaction, and like what happened to like the full thing? And I'm like, I'm not interested in wasting people's time. And they're like, fair. And I'm like, yeah. Like, I don't want to be like that person to be like, expect more from your content creators. Like, have standards for yourself of what you want to watch. If you want to watch someone just sit there for hours, shoot the shit, fine. Your prerogative. Watch what you want to watch. I want to watch someone who just gets to the point, dive in there. Don't waste my time, because time is money, time is valuable. We only have so much time in the world. But to answer your question, Ramen, sorry about the little tangent. Actually,
you're fine.
I was like more inspired by like, okay, so I watch like I said about what I choose to watch. I watch like these videos of Nuzlockers, Pokemon Nuzlockers, because I love Pokemon, and like I love just like. It's more so me watching their dynamic, and the gameplay is just background, because I love seeing their interactions. So like, I would watch like PokeTubers like King Corfish, Dobbs, Original 151, Asteroid videos, and like United Gamer, where they would always like collaborate on each other's channels and like make little contests between themselves, like playing Nuzlocks, Cage Locks, all sorts of locks. And it was so fun and cute, and like their friendship, they would always talk about like random stuff, and they seem like so close. And I've been watching them for a good couple of years now, and they're just so close, and you can tell they're just really good friends. And I'm like, wow, that's really cool that like you can meet someone online and grow like this is basically like your new brother from another mother. That's amazing. I would love to find that like experience. That's something I wanted to do. And like in my journey of learning how to edit, because I wanted to learn something fun while being in isolation of COVID, Asteroid Videos actually made a whole video breakdown of like how he's a PokeTuber and what he does to like edit a video, what he uses, and that's how I know about like OBS and stuff. And like, what he uses to edit and what I use are very different, but like bare bones, similar things like warp transitions and whatnot. So, and I myself am still learning and improving. Every time I'm in my editing software, I learn something new. I like to play around with it. I learned how to set something on fire. Need a really good excuse to use that, baby.
Oh boy.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh my god. Yeah, because
as Arteice away from the matches.
While we're all editing, like I like, you're never not learning anything new. Like we as YouTubers, we're always learning something new. Like you're never not done learning something.
You'll learn.
Yeah, like I learned how to export when having an error. Apparently, like Premiere 2022 is having this export error. And like I just found out, it wasn't just me, because Otaku Loaf was DMing me about needing help with Premiere, and I told him to like render with software, and he was able to export his video.
But I love using Premiere Pro, but that software can be like a pain in the ass to like.
Yeah, like what I learned is like with the new software, I always have to have custom settings.
Yeah, it's a pain. Like.
Yeah, it's I can export well now, so that's good.
Yeah, I mean, making videos ain't gonna be a walk in the park, you know. It's like you gotta grind.
But yeah, I learned stuff from taking a class on Premiere. Some people edit in grid view, where they like have the footage in a grid. That's what the teacher said to use, but honestly, I prefer visuals. Like when I'm editing, like I like the visuals.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like
seeing what episode it is based on the little boxes.
Yeah.
Like for me, I just kind of like had people help me like teach me how to edit, like just see like, oh, you gotta do this and that. Like it really like tell like for me with inspiration, like I mainly like I just got like introduced to the cartoon community like in mid 2020, and seeing like it was mainly the smaller community that was like, wow, this is pretty cool. They're all like, you know, making these awesome videos and helping each other out, and slowly but surely I started doing reviews, and here I am.
Audio's just a bitch, bro, but I'm getting better at editing now.
Teaching my homie Kang how to use Filmora, because we are Filmora fanatics. We go crazy.
Yeah. Like
it helps me so much.
Yeah.
I started off like very bad. Like people who like knew me back in like mid 2020 know that my start was questionable on YouTube back in the day.
Yeah.
Like very. Oh, it was.
I got you.
It's embarrassing.
I've been doing YouTube since like 2018. In my early stuff. My stuff in 2019 was like not great. I mean, it was okay, but I was doing kind of boring animation news stuff like in late 2019. Like it was getting the views. But those videos are really dated now, so I don't really do animation news anymore.
Yeah. I have another off the bat question for you, Arteice. Like, so you know how we all start out on YouTube? We start out with that number 0. Now, when you were starting your channel and you looked at the number 0, like, did you have any idea like the first video you were gonna make? Like, did you think you will ever get to that big number? Like, because when you start at 0, it is by far the worst feeling ever, and I don't like the number 0. It doesn't feel good to just start out at that place. But I want to know your thought process of like how you got to where you were. I know numbers don't matter, but like numbers sort of motivate you to want to reach a higher goal. So what is your thought process on that?
Child, let me tell you a thing or two, because like this draws back to like my addiction video I did on Close Enough, that for numbers and me, we do not see eye to eye, because at first I was on TikTok. I had a pretty decent following, but like the views and the following never matched up, honestly, and to the point where I just felt like I was burning out my creativity just to garner like try to like keep active and interact with people, because again, it was during COVID. That's my highest peak of like trying to seek out interaction with anyone, and it was really tough. And I did develop an addiction to TikTok, and I had to wean myself off of it very gradually. It took a long time.
Yeah, TikTok is addicting.
TikTok is so addicting, and it's so terrible for the mind. And right now, I'm glad I'm off of it. I don't check it as often as I used to, and I don't post. I definitely do not post as often as I used to either. Only when I feel like it, or just use it as a dumping ground to vent. But it is now even worse than when I was on there, and I'm just like, I don't know. But that's because like for me, when I decided to like start my channel, at first I didn't really care about what I was going to post, because like some of the first videos I posted was like me trying to like play around with Flip a Clip and learn animation, then trying to do like a speed paint story time, but I didn't want to use like my voice because I was like conscious about it at first. So I tried to like pull the Mr. Nostalgia and just use like a robot voice.
That's what I was gonna do.
I was gonna keep doing that, but like after some time of like just posting whatever's and like some art stuff, I was watching like the Owl House, and I'm like, you know what? Rewatching season 1, I really like episode 2. Episode 2 is like way better than the first episode, and episode 2 is also like a much better introduction to this series as a whole. Honestly, you just chuck episode 1 out the wall. Episode 2 even summarizes it. So I decided like I want to talk about an episode of The Loud House that I really liked, and not talking about the gay one, because everyone's gonna assume the gay one's the best just because it's gay, and that's biased.
By accident.
The Owl House. Yeah, I said the Owl House.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
thought you said a loud house.
No. So with the Owl House, the one with the gay owls, not the one with the gay normal humans, I did not have much. I do not have what I have today, and that just also goes to show you don't need much. You literally don't need ish to start. Like I had a crappy headset, for use for a microphone. I used my iPad to record audio, and all I did was like I left the recording on. Here's how I recorded audio back then, and that's how you know my audio is much better now. I used to record audio off of my iPad, and how I did that was like I just put it in camera mode and like played video and just had it record a black screen, but it was able to pick up my audio, and I used that. I edited on iMovies. I edit all my stuff back in my early days on an iPad, 10-inch screen.
Oh, just like Manuel. Manuel did his videos on an iPad.
No, I did that as well, but like I did it with like an iPhone 4S back in the day, like extremely primitive, but like somewhere.
It just goes to prove you don't really need much, and like not a lot of people have much to start with. I was still learning. I was still learning the bare minimums of editing, and after after I watched that video from Asteroid Videos about like how to become a PokeTuber and just learning more about like OBS and how to do actual edits and how he does this and that, I try to translate that into more of my work, and like eventually like deciding to like sit down and like, what do I want to make? And while I have this spare time on my hands while life passes me by, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna like, I want to make a ranking of every like Power Rangers opening theme song, because like I really like the Power Ranger theme songs. And then I wanted to go on like a tangent about how pansexuals and panromantics don't have the representation they have compared to like the other sexualities, and how like it's all just archetype. And then I wanted to make another ranking video about like, man, I really liked, because like during quarantine I watched a lot of Total Drama and was rewatching World Tour because that's my favorite season. I wanted to rank all the songs from there, so like I did that. And then like sooner than later people started reaching out to me, like Otaku Love, Hey Little Minty reached out to me to do a collaboration about like Black representation in animation. Then Ramen, you and I did a collaboration, and like started talking to more people like you, LBM, and like then like I got noticed, but and like Man of 1,000 Thoughts like featured me and talked about me about like during his Black History Month of like Black cartoon reviewers to watch and stuff. And like I'll be real, I set out just wanting to learn a new skill and get off of my TikTok addiction. That's all I really wanted to do. I did not expect to get to where I am. And I'm not saying that as if like, yes, I've made it. I am who I am today. I am big boss in it. No, I'm still like a regular person who has regular day struggles in America. But like, I didn't expect to have such online impact or even influence. And the fact that like, I already know I'm an influential person. Like everyone in my own like personal friend circle offline, they've let me know of how much I've impacted them. But like online too, I realize like I do have a voice, and I have a voice that can impact people. It might not be what people want to hear, but it could be something you can think about. Like I say, I want discussion, not discourse.
Yeah.
Talk about candy corn.
Oh yeah, mad respect.
See,
mad respect.
Arteice, before I even like met like you and before I like met you and like I got into the community, the way I saw my channel was, because when I started out, I was like pretending to be a character. Like my channel was me pretending to play a character and doing reviews, and I didn't like the way that felt because I wasn't being totally genuine. So I decided to just ditch the character and that voice, which actually caused me so much like throat pain. And I decided to just be real and like use my real world experience and like tell real world experience in my videos. I always make sure to connect my videos, like each video that I make, whether it's negative or bad, I want to end it on a good note. So if I'm reviewing something that's a bad movie, it has to end on a good note. I can't end with me going on a 30-minute rant, because that is not the way I want to structure my content. You and LBM, when I joined that DM, like you guys were like so friendly. You guys were like so open. Like you guys like really like helped me. You guys shade me more than you know, and I appreciate you guys.
Like I honestly like understand that a lot. Like respect for that, because like when I started off, I remember being kind of like afraid to do reviews. Like my early videos are like kind of animation and commentary-esque, and I didn't really have a problem like, you know, showing off like audio and like recording my own voice lines. And like I always wanted to do YouTube. That was the thing, but I was just kind of like scared to do it. Then I remember I watched like a live stream with from like Rob McKelly, the creator of It's Always Sunny, and he like mentioned how like the phone that the phone or whatever we're watching the stream on is better than like any camera system that people used back in the early 2000s, like that people used back in the early 2000s. Like people like worked with like terrible PCs, and like we have like iPhones that like have editing softwares like iMovie that can like make good quality videos. And like you need, it's all about like, you know, confidence. Like you need to like gain the confidence to like do reviews. And like I try and review positive stuff, because like it's obviously good to, you know, talk about negative stuff, but like you need to be positive with things. You need like, you know, like people don't want to like like let's say some people are stressed out and like had a rough day and just want to relax and go on YouTube, they most likely want to see something positive and uplifting, you know. So like I want to like be at the, like, I'm probably never gonna get big on YouTube. I know that for a fact, but like it would be great if like I'm at a point where like, you know, people can watch my videos and it can leave an impact on them. I think that would be like really good in my opinion.
That's what
at least.
matters. It's just like leaving an impact because I really don't want to focus and be obsessive over numbers again because honestly, building an audience on YouTube takes more work and is like more worth it in the long run than TikTok where it's just like self-indulgent and it's just that app is just so racist.
Yeah, I mean like I don't personally like I mean it would be cool to have like, you know, a good amount of subscribers, but I wouldn't want to be like absolutely huge because like it's just not something I would want to be. I just want to be like, you know, at like I wouldn't want to be humongous, but I want to be like at a level where like I can leave an impact on people. I think that would be really good. Like I see people like saying, "Oh, I barely get any views or subscribers." Like you shouldn't be focusing on that. You should like be focusing on like if people like them or not. And if people like your videos, I think that's like a win of itself. So like focus on like the quality and not the numbers, I think I'd say.
Yeah. Because you won't get the views like when you start out, you won't get the views in the beginning. Like you'll be lucky to get like 10 views and those 10 people watch your vid.
Yeah.
Views should not matter. What matters most is making content you like. And the more content you make, YouTube's an algorithm. The more content you make, the more they push it the more they push it out. So it is essentially like a backlog. You have a backlog of videos, the more people watch them.
Having a backlog's a good thing. Like
that makes you bingeable.
Yeah, but what I remember is starting back to the topic of having the 0 subs at the start. I was like when I made my channel, it was different because I had channels before that one got deleted for copyright. The other had 2 strikes on it, and I didn't really like the theme of the channel. What had to do with having copyrighted music, and I was worried about copyright and stuff, so I got rid of that channel. But I had subs that came from that channel. Like I told my friends on YouTube that I was back, and I got subs that way. So I had like I think 60 subs at the start, and I did pivot animations, which are now deleted. But yeah, I didn't do YouTube for 2009. For like 18 years, I just stopped doing YouTube, and I came back in 2018. Like,
oh man.
And I'm just gonna be real here. I know, like with YouTube's algorithm and stuff, like no one really knows how that works at all. But like, and I don't even know, like we can even have like the whole racial debate of like white YouTubers gain more than like other POC YouTubers, which is like there might be some truth to that because of biases of other people. But I don't know. Maybe it is the algorithm, maybe it's not. But like maybe like you're just not putting out the kind of content people want to see. If you're more specific and very specific in a niche, that's gonna be harder to find you. But like I myself, like, I mean, I don't want to be like I don't want to say like, oh, because these white YouTubers are doing so better than me, no one's seeing my stuff, and like that takes away from them because there are white YouTubers who struggle. We forget that. That's like takes away from like they actually struggled too. Like YouTube does not. With YouTube, we're all playing a fair game of like no one gets treated better unless you're already up there.
Admittedly, not the same, but you do have a point. Yeah.
Literally,
I took a 8-year like hiatus from YouTube. I remember like after like I uploaded some like fun videos but like I was paranoid about copyright. So I deleted all my pivoting animations and some YouTube poops I made on Vegas, which are all lost media now.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Like it was stupid. Like it wasn't even copyright. It was like some dumb thing about copyright in Let's Plays or something.
It's
and
archives.
Because like I'll tell you,
none of it's archived. The only archived videos I have are my worst like early videos, which were like AMVs where I didn't know how to mute the sound.
Old shadex, lost media.
I found a DVD of old Chowder videos I made.
What are you gonna say?
I'm gonna say that even if we talk about in a very specific kind of niche of like cartoons, like yes, there's a lot of prevalent people in the cartoon sphere, a lot of more male heavy dominance, but there are other people too. And if I see one more person tweet, we need more women in the cartoon community, I'm gonna fucking bust my head against the wall. Because, like, there are women and non-binaries. You mofos just aren't looking.
Yeah,
Literally me when I talk.
Yeah, but
Should I
wait,
I'm gonna move on to the next question, but like
okay.
yeah.
Wait,
Like, if you need to finish what you're gonna say it. And then
But yeah, there's a lot of like, there are a lot of female content creators that people aren't looking at.
Yeah, some really
Like
talented
I found a small channel I'm gonna shout out, Catloaf. She does videos on gorillas and
gorillas.
and she did a hour-long Ace video on Ace from Gorillas.
Damn.
I'm saying some people, and like, just real quick before we move on, some people do or don't show their face on YouTube, and like, you'll never know what they look like or don't know their race. When I watched Alpha J, I watched him for a few years. I had no idea that guy is black. I literally did not know.
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know either.
I had no idea either.
I didn't know.
I didn't know, and frankly, I don't care because it's like I'm gonna support a YouTuber who's putting in their work and putting in effort, not just because they're this or that. Like, if you're this and that, and you're putting in the effort, awesome. But do not expect a flipping handout.
Like, I support them no matter what. Like, no matter dickhead, then like support them. Like, give them all the support they need. Like, if they make good content and not dickhead, then like they deserve all the praise.
Yeah. Before we get to the next question, I gotta give a little bit of a thank you. Thank you, Dyaln Doodle, for the new podcast stills. They are very swag. We look very swag in our suits. And again, for the background and everything, just a little bit of a thank you, man. Go to his podcast. What's the buzz? I don't know when. Oh, okay.
Yo.
I forgot Dylan's a okay. He can do that. Anyway, that was weird. Okay, thank you, Dylan.
Thanks, Creed. Thanks, Creed, for putting us all together in the long run. And thanks to Geek TCM.
What did Creed do? What did Creed do?
He brought us together.
What did he do?
Actually did something good for once. Stop busting his chops.
Brought us together.
I'll stop busting his chops when he just stops acting like he's right about everything.
Creed, I agree with you. Burger King fucking sucks.
Creed,
I agree with you, Creed.
Yeah, he has my attitude.
No, Creed likes Burger King. Creed likes Burger King.
Anyway,
Creed likes it. Creed likes it. He thinks it's the best burger joint. It's not.
I agree to disagree. I like BurgerKing. Anyway,
I mean, I think it's
says something about we bear bears.
Fine.
Okay,
I think Burger King's fine. I like the fries.
No, their fries are the worst. I hate their chips. They are the worst.
Okay, let's
move on.
That's enough of the Burger King talk. But again, chicken fries are banger. Anyway, now this is a fun question.
Later
Before we get into the advice portion, that is where Arteice is going to give advice that she would want to give to a viewer or a person. This is a fun question. So, podcast check chat. If you want, you can answer that. I'll try to read it, or Zach's podcast mod. He can read it.
Yeah, I'll read it.
Arteice, if you were in a sitcom, what would your character be?
And what type of show?
What type of show? And like, lay it out, Arteice. Lay it out.
All right. So like, dig it, gents. I like the kind of like sitcoms where it focuses on an older crowd. So none of this, middle school, high school shenanigans. Nah, fuck that noise. We are going to have a college sitcom, because I only know of one, but I don't remember the name off the top of my head. But I know there's one that exists. A college set sitcom. Me. I think, actually, this reminds me of a conversation we had in my own VC the other month, where like, I'm the protagonist, because why not? I'm just like trying to get my education in the states of America and like trying to make my way through the world and having actual realistic college problems, not a college problem of like, oh man, look at all the parties I'm gonna go to. Oh, look at all the people I'm gonna sleep with. Like, no, I got finals and I got stuff to do.
Let's talk about college debt, shall we?
Yo, in
Yeah,
college,
some real stuff.
college you realize in these like sitcoms, like when they're going to school, like you never see them actually learn anything. That isn't that weird? In High School Musical, when is the last time you ever seen any of the students learn any of the states or like anything?
Like,
they just start breaking out in song. It's so fucking
Yeah, I'll see. I like.
And in High School Musical, they didn't have the musical. They just had preparations for it. They never put on the musical.
oh my god.
Didn't they have like a summer special where they were all on vacation? So where's the school at, bro? Where's the school at?
Yeah, no, that was the second movie.
Like growing up, I'd always be so jealous because like I'd see these sitcoms like they always be school hallway like not having to wear a uniform. I'm like, bro, why can't like is that what high school's like? Because I want to go to high
Some
school if I
high
just get like
schools.
In America, I never had to. I live in America, and I never had to wear a school uniform.
oh,
I
It was middle
school.
I mean,
went
I
to
think there was a
specific schools,
dress
so I had
code
to.
at certain schools, like, but that's it. Like, no uniforms.
Yeah,
Middle
I
school,
think
that's
you're
what
right.
I had to wear the uniforms. It's just
Like,
wild because
like I'll see like Victorious on Nickelodeon and like they'd always like I remember like they'd have a classroom where like it's just basically an acting class and they'd be in that class like the only like that's the only class they go to and I'm like is that all you do in high school? You just like go to an acting class, act, and then have like a
No, it's like a
break?
special school. Like, it's a
There-
special academy.
There is a
It's like a
school like
magnet
that.
school.
There is a school
Yeah.
like
It's
that
acting
somewhere.
school. Like, they're in school for acting,
There
not
is
for
a
math.
Hollywood school like that, but it's not all about the theatrics. You also have to learn, and that's my problem with some of these high school movies, is that, well, yes, I get it. You're supposed to have like these fun moments, but at least do a freaking like I don't know what you call it, a montage of them learning. Like, what happened to the learning montages? Can we just get
Yeah,
there?
or them just like chilling in
It's
class
like-
and bullying the teacher, you know, like just have them
I
like
know.
showing them actually like doing stuff in school.
I think they've had like study episodes before, but like, yeah, I would be one of the odd ones out at college. I kind of was anyway, because like I didn't really partake in the parties a lot. I didn't get invited to a lot of stuff. When I did, I would go, but like I wouldn't do anything crazy.
Nah.
Or like I'm just like I'm not into like sleeping with every I'm not interested in that.
Yeah.
everyone was the odd ones out in my school. There was nobody gave a damn. We were just old people, young folks. Everybody was just too tired, bro. We did not have any activities unless you were in a club.
My homeboy King woke
Or
up at
me,
7
honestly.
o'clock. He's like, man, I ain't for this shit anymore. I'm going back to bed.
Nah, for
Literally,
me,
that's
if
how I
were to,
did it.
Like I'm too tired for this shit. Like like for me, if I were to be in a show, now this is gonna sound weird, but like I don't want to be the character that just pisses everyone off. Like I doubt anyone's seen the show, but there's this like big show in Ireland called Hardy Bucks, and there's this amazing character called the Viper, and he just goes around driving and just screams people names saying like Durkin, what's the crack? Like you're like he'll just make fun of them, and I'm like, oh, I would love to just drive around and like just oh my god, like be a dick for no reason.
Bro.
I sound like an asshole, I know, but like,
Bro.
We all
Bro,
want to
like-
be the asshole in the sitcom like that.
Bro.
Eh.
If
I
I'm gonna
the
be
good
real-
girl.
and then,
Man,
like, I think you go ahead, Kang.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, like, real quick, like, being a sitcom, because this was literally just my life for the longest time. Where it's like, I just want to be the main character's best friend, where nothing bad ever happens to them, and that was literally my life, bro. It was like, well, something happened to them, but I'm the side character. I'm the popular one, and nothing bad ever happens to me. And then
Nothing
2017.
Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys.
If I could relate myself to like, any sitcom character, it would be from the show Hardy Bucks again. Like the main character, Eddie Durkin, like he's always trying so hard to just like have a bit of crack, have like some fun, but then like everything gets in his way, and he's just stuck doing the same thing. Like I would kill to just have a bit of crack, not actual like drug, if you know what I mean, but like you know, have fun.
Fun.
Yeah, and
So
also
here's-
This is we can't have both.
Crack,
This is-
crack is the
there's
euphemism
this
for
other, there's,
fun.
yeah, there's this other show in Ireland called like Young Offenders, and it's like I would kill to be Billy Murphy. I'm not going to elaborate further, but if anyone knows the show Young Offenders, they know who Billy Murphy is. I promise I'm not a psychopath. Like I just like I like his character. I like his character development. He has deep character, and I want to just live I want to live in a garage, watch TV all day, and then go out and just like no one understands, man. And
So
also
my-
Squid. And also, oh, you go ahead, Ramen.
No, you go. Sorry, you finished.
And also, Squidward from SpongeBob is the most relatable show in TV history. Is the most relatable character in TV history. Like
Facts.
that's the
Facts.
Facts.
Okay, my character is a bit weird, but my character is gonna be that character from Full House that goes into like the house and like just grabs food out of the fridge. I want to be that character that just appears in a show and just grab food from the fridge and just walk out the door.
Hey yo, what's up, lads? I'm here just with some food. I see ya.
That character always like I'm like, so is he just comes in. I know he's like DJ's boyfriend. He just comes in and you just see this man with like a fucking sandwich and some potato chips and he's just fucking munching on it. I'm like, Jesus, man.
I never got that sitcoms. Like I see sitcoms like all the like everyone would just like go like would randomly enter like people's houses. Like, do they never knock? Do they ever call ahead being like, hey, I'm gonna go over to your house?
Yes.
They
Do they
always say,
ever lock? Do they ever lock
Yeah, they
the
never
doors?
lock.
More like it.
Like it's always like
Never.
characters is always like randomly walking to someone's house saying, "Oh my god, guys, I have a major problem." Just like randomly walking to someone's house, like, do you not call them? Be like, "Hey,
Bruh.
can I go over to your house?" Or like, be like,
They
"Hey,
don't. They
yo.
don't lock their door. They don't lock their doors. I'm telling you.
Or
no
their
reason.
windows for that matter. Like, bro, like my sister watched a show called Clarissa Explains It All, and dead ass, there was always this one kid that just came into like Clarissa's room. He had like a ladder and everything. Just a random boy just walks up into her room through the window, and I'm like, y'all niggas ain't questioning that.
like
Y'all don't lock the windows.
The dad
iCarly, they
can't
always
find his ladder. You know why?
like in iCarly, like they just always enter like Carly's house, and they're like, Carly's never like, "What are you doing in my house?" Like, knock, and like even Spencer's like, "What are you doing in the house?" Like they always just like walk in free will nil, like this, like it's their house. Like, is that like how things work in America?
See,
Like,
no, obviously not. I want a sitcom where they just do all the sitcom tropes, but actually like dissect them.
yeah, like,
Yo.
like why
Oh
the
my
fuck did you just walk
God,
into my
yes.
house there unannounced? Or
They
like,
just leave
like
it.
have
The weird thing about iCarly is that Spencer had the mind of a child, and we all have to admit that the reason why he didn't have any adult friends, and I know they did an episode where he tried to have adult friends, but like they were all assholes. But I think he does have Sako, so you can't say he doesn't have the fact that I didn't like that episode. The fact you can't say he doesn't have adult friends because he had Sako. Yeah, we never saw him, but he had
like,
Sako and like Tebow. Tebow, by the way, is a god.
he was also friends with like remember that episode where he went to prison? Like I'm pretty sure he was like mates with one of the prisoners there. Like he was chatting it up with them.
Didn't the prisoners didn't they go inside pants and just like I forgot, they went inside a big pair of pants and they broke out or some shit?
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
in fairness, he's like amazing artist. Like say what you will about like his sculpturing, but like he's got like talent. I mean, like doesn't he like become like successful in the reboots?
Yeah, which is weird because in the reboot he doesn't do much art. Again, I wish in the season 2 they will have him back doing like sculptures, because the reason I like Spencer and iCarly is because this man was always building freaking sculptures. This man will literally go out of his way to make anything. Freaking fucking bottle bot, or like the fan of hammers. That was probably the most iconic episode of iCarly.
Hey,
Man.
Ramen.
Yeah.
What's Vibes Vice?
Oh shit. Oh, we going to Vibes Vice? Oh yeah, Vibes Vice is where the viewer, where the host, not the host. I'm so stupid. Where our guest gives the viewer some advice, and that's pretty much what it is.
Boy.
But we should move to Vibes Vice. Yeah, Arteice, you know who sings the intro to Vibes Vice? It's our homie Kang. Yo, Kang. You want to do the intro, bro?
Oh shit! We still doing that too? I bet.
We doing this.
Welcome to Vibes. We talk some shit.
Hey.
Ba-dum, boom, bam. All right.
Hey, welcome to the segment of Vibes Vice. This is the portion of the podcast where our guest gives some advice for your daily life. Yes, Arteice, what do you have advice for the viewer today? It could be anything you got. What do you got?
I would say floss. No joke. Flossing actually is helpful. Like, when I started flossing like a year ago, my teeth have never been better. It makes you feel clean. You get all the in-betweens and no cavities. Quote unquote.
How does dancing?
It helps reduce the chance.
How does doing that cringe dance help out your teeth? I thought like you just dance and that's it.
Motherfucker. Shut up.
I was thinking floss until Arteice said teeth. And
I legit thought you meant the dance. I legit.
No. Arteice said teeth. Arteice said teeth.
Yo, son.
Floss
I
every
legit thought you
night.
meant it. I just I thought like you meant just like flossing you'll be fine.
Nah, bro. Sometimes you can floss so well that you don't even necessarily need to brush your teeth that night if you floss well enough. Because flossing helps you get the little stuff out, and I don't use the little picks, I like to use the rope. You get in there. I need to get in there.
See, that's the thing. I actually kind of need not the rope, not the ropes and everything, but okay, here's the thing. I need a thing where it's like a needle and everything because my dentist work is wild. But when they were fixing my teeth and everything, I literally had to need a needle and thread and everything. And I just go between there, and it's nice and it's weirdly satisfying.
See, it's satisfying. It's good for you and makes you feel more clean. And your teeth are the only parts of your skeleton where you manually have to keep clean.
Yeah.
No, let me ask you.
They're important.
Do you like the floss that's that has flavor, you can cinnamon and all that, or you just
Oh no, I rather just either original or the mint. I can't take the flavor.
Thank you.
What is even the point of making flavored floss?
It's like bacon scented candle. Why?
Mint makes when I floss with the mint floss, it makes my gums hurt. So I'm gonna go with cinnamon.
Man,
don't floss so hard though.
I just thought I thought you guys were talking about the dance. Like, what? You guys flossed I'm like, I've never flossed once in my life. Like my dentist
we don't Fortnite dance in these parts.
This ain't allowed. Oh, I still I was never told to floss. My dentist just said brush twice a day and you'll be fine. Like they never say anything about flossing.
Flossing really does help because my dentists, I used to hate the dentist because the old ones I used to watch were terrible. But when I moved, I found a new dentist. They actually gave me some good numbing agents, and it's really good. Really restored my faith back into dentists.
I still hate the dentist just because they are so expensive. I had braces for a few years. They cost $7,000 for 3 years. That is crazy. It's so expensive and I remember one time I had to rotate my tooth 9 degrees and it was miserable. I still hate the dentist.
Zach, I have braces too. Maybe I'll post a picture maybe I'll put a picture up of me with braces, but braces are not fun.
I'll tell you what's not fun. Getting your wisdom tooth removed. I had to get I only got 3 of You will when you get older, maybe, depending on the structure of your teeth. Because, depending on the structure of your teeth and how they lie, I only needed to get 3 of my wisdom teeth removed. And there's one in the back of my tooth where it's fine where it is. It doesn't bother me. And it actually upholds the structure of my lower jaw. So, it's fine. It doesn't have to come out. No, yeah, it's not fun. Especially, when I got them... When I got my wisdom teeth removed, I was very much uncomfortable, and I was even more uncomfortable because, all my clothes, I had to rewash everything because they accidentally got dried with a dryer because I put a dryer sheet in them thinking it would be okay. No, it wasn't. Broke me out, so I was rashy, and my whole skin was irritated, and I had like major tooth pain. So like I was suffering.
Oh,
man.
I hated wearing braces. Like, honestly, I think I would have had a better chance if I just do like some random homeless lad and gave him tweezers. Like, just take them out, man, and I'll give you €1. Like,
Yes.
the dentist. Like,
Bruh.
I hope. I'm dreading the day where I have to get my wisdom teeth pulled out. Honestly, I might just do it myself. Like, I'll give myself.
No. Trust me. When you get your the healing process takes like about a week. It depends on people, but like
Yep.
when you get them removed, they should. But you have to go to a special teeth doctor, like an or dentist for that. Because
Orthodontist.
oh yes, orthodontist. Because for me, they put me under. I was under anesthesia. I was knocked out, and then when I woke up, I didn't really feel anything. I was still woozy and numb from the numbing, and they would give you painkillers, and you just gotta naturally heal.
Been there.
Oh my gosh, you had gauzes. You had oh my gosh, I remember now. I had like a little syringe. I had to like use salt water to like clean out my sockets. Ugh.
Oh, that sounds. I've only been in like I've only like had to like do anesthesia once or whatever, and I like broke my arm. Like the bone came out of like my skin. Like it like I.
Oh.
It was so painful. Like I remember I was 12 years old. I jumped off a wall and like my arm smashed against like the concrete and the bone like came out. It was awful, and I had to like go in operation, and it was like I would never wish that pain onto like anyone. It was not something a 13-year-old would like want to experience. So yeah, it was just don't break your bones. Like never break your bones. Like don't do anything really, because like if you do anything, you'll just break your bones. Like if you go down the stairs, you'll break your bones. So just stay in your bed all day. Don't do anything.
Just stay in your bed all day.
Maybe don't stay in your bed all day, but yeah, that's a really good advice. Again, floss. Really good advice from our host. Don't get all that plaque out. Okay, that's good advice. So, before we get to our topics, we're going to take some questions from our listeners because we got 2 topics and then we're done. So, let's take some questions. Everybody who wants to ask a question, raise your hand. I see Geek's an admin, so he can't really raise his hand or whatever, but if I want
to put it in the chat.
Yeah. Let's get one from Team Creed for Life. You know, the man that brought us together. Why not?
Oh boy.
Little dude.
The guy who has the worst takes on Twitter, but is still pretty fun.
Yeah, Creed.
Good kid.
You're invited.
Good kid.
I do need to give him a talk about his.
Hey, Creed. Welcome to Goodvibez. You're with the Vibes crew. What's up, Creed? What's your question, bud?
How are you?
First off, I just want to say I'm a big fan of this podcast. You know, I listen to it every day. You know, while I'm driving in the car.
You can't drive
again. You know, driving what the little toy vehicle you get from like shopping malls, like
the little Tykes car.
Yeah. So I've been listening to this podcast for a very long time, since 1965.
Okay,
and I just wanted to ask. I just wanted to ask, like I heard y'all were like talking about injuries, and I was like, what is like Have you ever like broken a bone like on your arm?
Have you ever broken a bone?
Yeah, I broke my arm playing on the monkey ball.
Yeah,
I don't think so. I know I chipped my tooth once when I was running at the.
Oh
pool.
yeah, that's stuff.
I mean, like the way I broke my arm was like extreme. So, like I said, don't do anything. Just stay in your bed all day, and you won't have to go through breaking your bones.
I cracked my head, I think twice, and I had to get staples.
I might have broken a bone.
Yeah,
I might have broken a bone as a kid. I'm not sure. I don't think so though.
Doctor said
I broke my ankle.
Doctor said if I get hit in the head,
thing I think is chipping my tooth.
Yeah, doctor said if I get hit in the head really hard one more time, like I can either be in coma or like I can die. But I'm like, so far,
oh my gosh,
I'm good. Yeah, but like I cracked my head twice. One time I fell like. On the cafeteria, I went on a cafeteria table and I just cracked my head. Other time, just me being a dumbass in gym.
Ooh, I was on the monkey bar. Oh,
monkey bar.
I didn't I don't break bones, but one time in high school we started a new club. It was like wrestling, and I was interested in it. And after like sparring and doing practice, uh, there was like a pair of people who were wrestling, and apparently they got out of control, rolled into me, and it rolled my knee. I had to like put it like on ice. It hurt really bad, and like I still have issues with it to this day.
That sucks.
Yikes. Yeah, interesting question, Creed. Oh, by the way, Creed, I hate your take on Burger King. Burger King is awful. The chips.
I do not care.
Okay, let's move back. Thank you so much, Creed.
Eatless Pizza, Creed.
No flavor. But yeah, subscribe to Team Creed for Life on YouTube. I hate your opinion.
Yeah, do that.
Okay, that was going to become the big Burger King debate of 2020.
I'm gonna have to like DM him later and just like be like, bro, God,
okay,
you have terrible takes.
And I thought the election was over.
Okay, okay. Hey,
Welcome, Spike.
Well, get Spike back in here.
And looking at
yeah, sorry, that's on me. Sorry, technical difficulties. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. I was just gonna say.
Spike, what's up? You on Goodvibez? What's your question, bro?
Okay, but first off, I will ask this question. This is my 10th appearance. Wow.
Damn.
I forgot how many episodes we did, yo. Okay. Damn.
Okay. Let's like. I would say I'm sorry that I raised my hand earlier because I thought we were gonna ask questions or something like that.
You are asking a question. I see. We're here for you, man.
Okay.
What's your question, King?
I have two questions.
Oh.
One for the person, and the second one is for everyone. Arteice. I know this is sound awkward, but how do I ask someone out?
Oh, okay. So, you mean romantically or platonically?
Romantically.
Okay, so I would just be calm, be cool, first of all, like, don't come off like pushy or needy or like anxious about it, because that can resonate in the vibe of the air. I would just approach them and just let them know that, like, hey, I really like hanging out with you and we have fun hanging out in our group, and I want to get to know you some more, and like ask them if they want to like talk at a certain time. Like do an activity where you two are not distracted. Like either like if we're talking about dates, don't take someone to the movies as a date, because that's a massive distraction. Because you want to get to know them more. You want to talk with them more. Like ask them about like what kind of favorite music they listen to, and like go off from there, and like, I don't know, plan a time to just conversate about like some of your favorite things to just get to know each other better.
Oh yeah, and stuff like that. You know, I don't understand when movies. Okay, in a like why are you giving someone why are you giving like your fucking significant other to the movies? That's kind of like fucking distracting stuff like that. It's just like either way, like, you know, I would take him to the theme park. I would take them to, like, say, a normal park or
That's good. Like offering to go out for a walk, offering to go out for coffee, drinks. That's great.
They're very nice things.
Yeah.
Something chill, something locale in public.
Yeah.
Also, I'll add some extra caveat. Don't be like a fucking, like, say, a douchebag and stuff like that.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, you don't want
Yeah,
that.
I'm trying to find out. Yeah, I really want to meet someone at some point, but like this pandemic has like put a pause on that.
I'm just loving myself. I do not. I'm gonna be honest, man. It's better to love yourself.
Self-love is important.
Self-love is important.
You gotta love yourself, man.
I need to like.
You gotta look yourself in the mirror and be like, I am awesome. Like
Just
if you
'cause-
can do
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
then you're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be
Yeah,
Just
a-okay.
because
self-care is important.
society dictates you should have a girlfriend doesn't necessarily mean you need one to survive. Again, love is good, but
if you
love
can be
yourself.
happy single, if you can be happy single, then you can be happy with someone, and you can be happy after them. Is what I would say.
I need to get a job. I need to like become stable and whatnot.
You gotta focus on you first.
Yeah.
You got the shade. I rooting for you, bro. I rooting.
No problem, Spike. Good on you for asking me, because these guys probably don't know much about it. But you're good. You're doing great, buddy.
Arteice is right. I don't know anything about relationships.
I'm just a
Yeah,
single
I know a
boy,
thing or two.
but I know some kind of stuff.
You would never say anything about relationships, Kang.
I mean, yeah.
What's your second question, Spike? By the way.
Okay, second question. Okay, I was saying, would you rather eat? Like, would you rather eat Burger King? Oh, Zach is gone. I was gonna say, would you rather eat? Would you rather eat Long John Silver or fucking Arby's?
Long John Silver.
Long John Silver.
I don't even fuck with seafood like that, but I'd rather take that over garbage.
Neither.
I mean, Long John Silver.
I take Arby's. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of fish, and I don't like the smell. So
yeah, you know, Arby's isn't like that bad. I mean, I don't.
I'm sorry, it's terrible. I tried it myself.
Not all of it's bad. It's not great. It's like a lot of it's gross, but there's
Their
some
main
good
menu is
items.
disgusting.
Main menu is just like
That is true.
I'd rather not eat the meat mountain. I don't want to think about the meat
Yeah,
mountain.
the meat mountain sounds really gross.
It's just chicken, beef, pork, and stuff like that. That disgusts me. Like,
it's not
Probably
good,
very
bro.
different temperatures too. Like now that is one meat. Now let me tell you this: Arby's Meat Mountain. That's not the kind of meat mountain I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God!
Yes.
Okay, well, Spike.
Okay,
thanks for being on. We gotta move along the pod.
Wait! Before I go, I will say this: stay gold, everyone. Stay gold.
Yeah. All right.
Let's get Nook. Let's get
Wait, Geek, do you have a question? Geek's in here muted.
Sorry, I was just moderating because Zach left.
Oh, okay, cool.
I was just trying to help. Sorry.
No.
That's why I was muted.
You're good.
Okay.
Hope you guys are having a good day. I'll invite Nook right now.
All right, word.
Schnookums.
So you're happy to get that out, Arteice?
Yes, there's a many things I want to get out.
Oh my God.
Stop!
You're on good. Oh God, Nook, Jesus Christ! I just glossed over that. Nook, you're on Goodvibez. What's up? What's the question?
My goat, what is happening?
Not a lot. I was trying to think of a good question. I think I might have an interesting one. What is your favorite guilty pleasure song?
That could be for a lot of things.
I'll give you one of mine. One of my guilty pleasure songs.
What?
What are your pleasure songs?
You become quiet for everyone else too.
Yeah.
Is it dark? Is it Hello Darkness, my old friend? Is that why he's silent?
Nook's in the shadow realm.
Damn it, Henry.
Oh.
Nook, what was your favorite guilty pleasure song? Okay. Let's.
I guess we'll answer it.
I like Hannah Montana, The Climb.
I guess the song by Your Favorite Martian would count because those songs aren't like.
Yeah.
They're good. I like them. They're funny, but like.
Man.
Like.
Yeah. I say Miley Cyrus to climb. Anything Miley Cyrus. I'm sorry. I know. I'm gonna be honest, man. Yes, I like Miley Cyrus. I am so sorry.
I guess. I guess I could say Nook's back. I guess. Wait. What's that Taylor Swift song? So, oh yeah. There's that Miley Cyrus song about movies. That one, I guess.
I mean, if we were a movie, you'd be the right guy, and I'd be the best friend.
Yeah, I guess that. Some Taylor
Sounds
Swift
fun.
songs, I guess.
Yeah.
I really like. Wait, Nook, what was your song that you liked?
Oh, it's a Hit 'em Up Style by Blue Cantrell. I don't know if you ever heard that one.
I think I have heard that one.
I'll post it.
Nice. Man, for me, it is a lot of like 2000s, like early era, like Nick and Disney singers, like bruh.
Oh yeah,
Like, when I
there's
used to hear those during like those AMVs, like those love AMV songs, like niggas. Sometimes old school Miley Cyrus hits different, but niggas ain't ready for that conversation. Shit. Bruh, miss you. I miss your smile. Ugh. That's my shit.
It's so cute,
man. But that was a great question, Nook. Thanks so much for like.
Wait, did everyone else answer?
Did everybody answer?
I answered.
Oh yeah, pretty much everybody else. I answered.
Okay,
So
I didn't get my answer yet.
Everyone's saying Miley Cyrus, pretty much.
I can't believe this. This is supposed to be a guilty pleasure, guys. That's not a. Okay, let me tell you what mine is, because when I thought of this question completely different, because like y'all are saying early Miley Cyrus, and that's fine, nothing wrong with that. But a guilty pleasure, it's the Stereotype song by your favorite Martian.
Okay, yeah, your favorite Martian. I was thinking of Booty Store. That song's so bad.
I think I love you more than the Japanese.
Yeah, like I was gonna say your favorite Martian song. Like it's catchy. Like their songs are catchy, but some of them are really stupid.
I will admit, I know that the song is literally mocking stereotypes for being stereotypes, and it takes a jab at everyone. So it's like it's catchy, I like it, and it's funny.
It's definitely better than that MTV version. If you know, you know.
Oh, from Wonder Shows and that.
Yeah.
Yo, but like the Smosh Assassin's Creed 3 song goes pretty hard.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that. I guess epic rap battles in history might fit guilty pleasure because
that's not guilty, but they're not guilty. They're really
you know what? It's fine. I mean, there's some campiness to them. There's some cheesiness early that 2010s YouTube.
I feel like they're Bruce Banner versus Bruce Jenner one. That's like a guilty pleasure. Yeah. That one was just bad. That was just deliberately bad.
Y'all remember Whip My Hair Back and Forth?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was a guilty pleasure. Yeah. I hated this song for so long, but re-listening to it, I'm just like, fuck, bro. I kind of fucks with this. It kind of go hard.
All right, we're still doing questions. Oh, we're done.
Yeah, we're done. Like, we got to go into our topics and like move on. But like, thank you, Nook, for that awesome question. Thanks everybody who participated and asked questions. We have two more. We have our topics, and then we are done, and everybody can go watch your Netflixes and your Disneys and your Hulus and your chills.
Everybody can go home.
Okay, so let me just reveal some of these topics. So we have two. Let's do our first one. Poke Talk. So, Arteice, lay it out. Pokemon.
Oh my gosh. So, like, we all know how Gen 4 is, like, coming out, right? And, like, okay, so they're making remakes. They're coming out, like, this month. And I am, like, super jazzed about it because I grew up, like, of course, I grew up with, like, the Game Boy. I played the original Red game. But I mainly grew up playing all the DS games. That being Diamond and Pearl and Platinum. And it's so hard to get any of those original copies because they're costing an arm and a leg here.
Literally.
So crazy. Do not Google image search Pokemon inflation. But anyway, I love the designs that they did for Gen 4. I don't care. Call me a sheep. I might as well be a sheep at this point to like at least the Pokemon, because that is literally my special interest. I love that shit so much. The little, they look so chibi, like the Mattel, and they brought back the contests. That was my favorite part of Gen 4 is like when they introduced contests. I'm so excited for it. The only downside is I don't have a Switch yet. I told my friend, like, I will get a Switch when they put Gen 4 remakes on the Switch. And they finally did it. And I'm like, God bless it. I gotta find a Switch.
What I didn't like is when the trailer was revealed, everybody was like, oh man, the graphics suck. I'm like, and then when the second trailer came out, everybody was like, okay, this looks good. I'm like, so the first trailer was the same thing as the second. I mean, like, yeah, they revealed some customization, but like,
the second trailer had better lighting and different things and details. Like, you don't take a game at first trailer value.
Man.
You get the bare minimum, and then they want to slowly leak out information and show you more. Like the Legends of Arceus, which is the second closest thing Pokemon has to like a Pokemon game taking place in ancient times, like Pokemon Conquest. No one talks about Pokemon Conquest, which also pisses me off because that was a great Gen 5 game where you got to play as Nobunaga's ambition, and it was medieval, and it was awesome, and no one respects the classics!
Ain't nobody care about the classics.
I forgot about that game for the DS. I'm not an RPG I'm not a strategy type of guy like that. The game looked very complicated, Arteice. It looked cool, but it looked complicated as hell.
Oh, it was a strategy RPG, and it definitely had complex moments in the gameplay, but it was so fun. It has literally hours. I banked like 200 plus hours of gameplay on that game because after you finish the main story, you can play other side stories, like over 20 side stories. It's awesome, and you can play them over and over again, dude, and try to catch them all. It's addicting if you didn't get so easily burnt out on the waiting of the turn system.
Yeah, the one Pokemon game I wish people could talk about is Pokemon Rangers. It was my favorite DS game. It's I think the best.
Jaden Animations literally did like a whole video on it. Everyone remembers Pokemon Rangers, but no one talks about Conquest. It didn't have a sequel. It's its own spin-off without a sequel. Not like Pokemon Rangers or Pokemon Mystery Dungeons. Everyone also remembers the little puzzle games from Pokemon, but no one talks about Conquest.
See, y'all out here talking about Pokemon games that nobody talks about. Meanwhile, I'm just over here with, because I had a Wii U because I'm one of those few niggas that did have some.
Wii U? Oh, PU.
Oh, hating. But anyways.
Yeah, Pokemon
Pokken Tournament.
Oh, okay.
Listen. I get it. I know a lot of people like the classics. They like the simple, the original ideas of what Pokemon is supposed to be, how it's supposed to be. But I'm like, you know what? I'm a basic person. I played Pokemon Red. I played that one Pokemon game on the GameCube. And you want to know something? I had fun playing Pokken. Because for once I could play a Pokemon game without the BS. I could just be like, yo, give me a Pokemon, put them in a match, and let me beat that ass, boy. Bring that ass over here, Gengar. Oh, man.
Gengar?
But no. I don't know how it's pronounced. Gengar.
How dare
you. Oh, my gosh.
I hate it here. But yeah, that was basically my Pokemon experience right there, along with Red. Good times, great oldies with the old-ass Game Boy cartridge that is dusty as hell as I'm looking at it.
Oh, man.
Good times.
And am I the only one? Sorry, you go.
No, sorry. I was gonna ask real quick. Do you know what Rhyhorn evolves into?
What?
No.
You guys know?
I don't.
I forget.
Yes, you do.
I forget. I forget.
Rhyhorn evolves into Rhydondi's nuts.
Nigga.
Damn it.
Arteice. We need to stop giving you opportunities. This is why I be telling niggas, like, don't say nothing to Arteice. She's gonna make it into something worse than it is.
You gotta stop walking into those opportunities.
Technical difficulties.
I'm just saying, like the Ice type gym leader from Gen 4, she's great. Do you remember her name?
Ice 4 gym leader? Hold up.
Wait. What was
Ice type gym leader from Diamond and Pearl? You remember her name?
I think Geek said it.
No. What did he say? I didn't hear it.
Geek did not say it. He's saying man because you're walking into an obvious trap.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I just want to know. Y'all remember Candace, right?
Arteice, I swear. I swear on these Pokeballs, woman.
I love it. Love it.
This is the After Dark portion of the podcast. Please be censored.
All 13-year-olds get the fuck out of here.
Bruh.
Okay. But like for real, my favorite Pokemon game was like, I know they remake this game all the freaking time, but it's not on the Switch for some reason. Pokemon Rumble U. It was like we were these little Pokemon toys, and like you like. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about. This Pokemon.
Oh yeah, Pokemon it was Rumble. Like the Amiibos before Amiibos.
Yeah, Pokemon.
That was so cute.
Really
the little toys. Oh, I loved that.
Yeah, I wish they made it for the Switch because I really like Pokemon Rumble.
I remember in Gen 3 how they had the little poison type. It was green. It was so cute. I can't remember his name. He pre-evolution of Swalot.
But yeah, my favorite Pokemon game, it'd have to be Emerald. I played it on my iPhone, my iPod Touch, back when Game Boy Advance for iOS was easy to get.
Who's the
I played like that game on a bus ride, like on a trip, and it was really fun.
My Pokemon game was stolen by a bully. That's just
weird. I played that in Pokemon White too.
Heart Gold and Soul Silver were by far my favorite ones because they brought that Pokewalk feature. That little Pokeball is pretty cool.
I love that feature.
Awesome. It was so sick. I wish they'd bring it back for the new games, but they never do. There will never be another game like Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I'm just saying.
It's a great revamp of Gen 2.
Man.
Yeah, I want to get old Pokemon games, but the problem is Nintendo doesn't reprint them, so they're really expensive.
Guys, look in the chat. Berg found the Pokemon I was talking about.
Oh my god, Gulpin.
Yeah, Gulpin on these nuts!
Oh no.
You got it!
And this!
Berg, why did you do that? Bro, why did you do that?
Berg,
oh my god.
Thank you, Berg.
Berg, Berg, explain yourself. Get your ass in this PC. Explain yourself.
Get your ass in here, boy.
I nigga, you gotta go. Yeah, being helpful. Yeah, okay, being helpful.
If these jokes keep going, if these jokes keep fucking going, there might as well be a fucking maturity like warning on this shit. I swear.
Maturity.
I'm literally about
I'm trying. I am holding back. I'm not graphic. I could be more explicit. I said I'm being M for mature, not R for rated R.
Girl,
listen,
you sure about that?
For general audiences only. General audiences.
Yeah, general audience.
Yeah, I'm really glad. I'm really glad I got Pokemon White 2 when I did, because physical Pokemon games that are like original, those are really expensive now.
God, what's good, Berg? Welcome to the. He left.
Berg in.
Whoops, sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Ferguson. It's like when I got Berg. I got Berg with Candace.
Am I in?
What's good?
Okay, what's good? Okay, everyone shut up. First of all, fuck you, Arteice. I hate you so fucking much. I fucking hate you.
Berg, you never Berg.
You know I'm gonna do that shit.
Berg, have you not learned? Have you not learned? You literally were in her video. You have not learned yet, nigga.
And I got you with the Candace thing so long ago. You think he'd know better.
Man.
Fuck! God fucking damn it! I am so wait. Why don't you stop fucking burgers this shit?
Man.
Berg, I'm gonna let you win because you're Berg.
Bruh, this is the shit I'm talking about.
I'm about to have a fucking stroke right now.
Man.
I wish I would have heard your first reaction. You probably were so pissed.
Very much so.
Alright, what's the other topic?
Man.
Somebody get grandma's
for
meds.
real. Thank you, Bert, for real. Our last topic is Hell of the Boss. So I haven't seen the show, but you guys can talk.
I've only seen the pilot and the first episode. I need to watch the
Are you
rest
one
of
of
it.
those who wait till everything's out to binge it?
I guess that was kind of my idea.
See, now that's on you.
Man.
Yeah, I will say about Hell of a Boss, they were a small, ambitious team, and you gotta admit, really good stuff. I'm not gonna dock anything, like, even when there's small animation errors or tweaks here and there, that's a small team. A small team doing, like, a studio's worth of work, and that is amazing to, like, band together a group of artists to make a vision realize, and that's awesome. Visually,
that is cool.
Stunning, but the writing...
Here we go.
Sometimes, okay, they do good setups and follow-throughs like they're doing for their finale, and I'm not going to say much about the finale because the finale part 1 just came out, and finale part 2 is probably who knows how long. But I'm going to say,
Probably
like I said in my just like in my video discussion I had with Chorus, Millie is just at the point, she's not even underutilized. She is just useless. And that really hurts me to say because, like, I like Millie. Millie's a fun character, but name me a personality trait or something about Millie that has nothing to do with her marriage partner, about her being violent or her being Southern.
She's sweet.
Yeah, well, that being sweet is not a personality trait, no, is it?
I don't know. I am talking to you, so.
True, but I am far more three-dimensional than Millie, and I hate to say it, but, like, she did not get, like, honestly, with what Hell of a Boss is doing, they have everything else off the ground pretty good, but I just feel like when it comes to the writing, or maybe they just need more work on the writing portion of some eras of it, it's just Millie has nothing. She could either exist or not exist, or you can swap her out with a different character, name starts with an M. She is just... She's just there. She doesn't even do anything. She does not have any friction against her or other people in the cast. She's just chill. She goes along with everything. She has nothing to her character, and that's really heartbreaking to say.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I just wish there was more for her because there was episodes like the Cherub episode 4. I believe, where they introduced, like, new antagonists for the imps, but they only came in once, and even everyone admitted that was pretty of a meh episode. Like, it was still good, it was kind of fun, but it was kind of meh. That episode could have just been scrapped and given to Millie, because they gave Luna an episode, they gave Stolas an episode. I know more about Stolas' daughter, who appeared once. Well, actually, once in one non-talking cameo, and I know nothing about Millie, who we followed along with everyone else for 7 episodes. I wanted to wait and reserve my judgment until the series completely ended, and I'm still doing for that. But at this point, I have no hope for her character. Unless they plan to do a season 2, which I don't see why not. They make crazy views on YouTube. They get support from their merchandonos. I, for one, do support their stuff. I buy some merchandise every now and again. But I don't see her character going anywhere, but my biggest fear is that at the end of the series, or at the end of season 1, is they reveal that, oh, Moxie and Millie, they're pregnant, and that is the complete death of her character. Once you make a woman character pregnant, that's all she is now. Just the pregnant one. It's bad enough that she was just the wife. Now she's just going to be the mother and the wife.
And as much as I'm an advocate for that, you also have a point there. Because, hey... Because here's the thing. I do feel like, okay, Millie's character is very flat. I wouldn't say it's no character, but I will say it's very flat. Because if I said there was no character, then she'd literally be nothing to me. And I ain't gonna lie, that southern sweet smiling accent kind of gets to me every now and again. But then again, that might just be my taste. But anyways, all I can say is this. I'm sure we'll probably get something by like season 2, because here's the thing. It's kind of like Arteice, like you were with Black Dynamite, where it's like, you know, some of the jokes, they landed, but, you know, it kind of got a little tedious to watch at times. I'm sure in season 2, when they reflect and they've looked over stuff and they got some fair criticism that isn't just, why did you make this show? It's garbage. Like, we need actual criticism, people. Hey. But I will say this. Millie is flat, but in time, she possibly will be a fulfilled character. Because I can't give up on a show after season 1. Because if that was the case, I would probably stop watching anime in general.
That's saying if they have a season 2, if they
Girl,
decide.
we already know that. Girl, come on. With the money they're making off these episodes and stuff like that, I'm sure they'll get something.
Do you know how expensive animation is, though?
Who knows? Who knows? Yeah. Maybe A24 will or something.
They might throw some money their way with Hell of a Boss. I mean, shit, we're not. I mean, hell, that series only has like a pilot, and people got like 1,000 different theories on it, and it's just like that's just the one. While we had Hell of a Boss,
Has-Been is getting picked up by A24. That was a major surprise. Like, that's actually going to be on television, maybe Netflix, maybe on.
Which is weird because A24 they don't have an animation studio? Question mark.
Think they do now, I assume.
Now they do.
About to, basically.
I'm wondering what channel it'll be on. Like,
that's good for like new aspiring animators. So like, hey, this studio that's been known wide for making horror movies, they just opened up their own animation studio, and they're looking to hire most likely. That's good. For, like,
would it be on Adult Swim or
I don't
Netflix?
mean to butt in, but like about the thing about the studio thing. Vivzy Pop does technically own a studio.
Yeah. They're probably gonna use that
because both Has-Been and Hell of a Boss are underneath the name of Spindle Horse Productions. So
that's more realistically.
Realistically, Spindle Horse would partner up with A24. With A24, like offering funding towards more episodes of Has-Been Hotel. So like that's the more realistic approach.
Yeah.
So A24 is just their giant sponsor, more like.
From what I heard about A24, since they picked up Hell of a Boss, the writer of the pilot didn't have Writers Guild, so he's doing his own show now, called Far-Fetched? Is that what it's called? There's gonna be a show called Far-Fetched by Ashley Nichols and David Capdeville. David's the guy who wrote he's the guy who wrote the pilot. But yeah, it's interesting. There's a lot of good indie animation coming out these days, and I'm glad Has-Been's a full series. It's gonna get a full series.
I'll go check it out. It looks pretty good. I'm sorry I didn't speak throughout the entire conversation. I have no I know the show. I just don't know enough about it.
I need to get caught up with Hell of a Boss, and I'll probably binge it before the finale comes out.
You guys think this is a good stopping point for the podcast?
Yeah.
Have we gotten through all the topics? Because I'm pretty sure we got all what we had to say out and everything.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this was the Goodvibez podcast. I'm your host, Ramen. This was the King Organ himself, shadex.
Hey.
Thanks to the homie, the awesome Kang. And I'd like to thank our podcast mod who had to dip because he gotta go to bed because we got time zones. All they messed up. And we got Geektoons who took his place so he can mod it too. Thanks to him.
Did you copyright shield?
But yes, that copyright
yes,
shield.
Sir.
I also want to thank the person who we had such a great conversation. Again, Arteice, I respect you so much. Love you like a sister. Thanks so much for coming on the Goodvibez podcast. You are welcome anytime. You're the best.
Thank you. I had a lot of fun, guys.
It's always good to have you.
I had a lot of fun having you. And thank you for our awesome listeners in the audience. You guys are the best. With that being said, this is Goodvibez. You have a good night.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.